Hey everyone, welcome back to Garnock Reviews. Today we're checking out a 2022 Ocean Sport Roamer 30. This particular example was on display at last year's Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. And this is a very capable offshore fishing boat that measures in at 30 foot in length, 10 foot 9 in beam. And it's powered by a pair of Mercury Verado 300 horsepower outboards. That 600 horsepower allows you a maximum speed of 30 knots. And this was on display through Seattle Yachts, and Seattle Yachts are actually ocean sport dealers, and if you were to order this brand new, then you'd be able to get this with either gas or diesel inboards as well as outboards. When you step into the aft deck, you can tell this has clearly been designed with a more utilitarian approach. This is ideal for fishing and diving. I really like the outdoor helm. This is joystick control as well as having the bow thruster and the twin engines. There's rod holders throughout. The transom door also makes it really easy to bring large catch on board, or if diving's your thing, it's also a great access point for you as well. And at this outdoor helm, there's actually electronics that gets mounted up overhead too, with a multifunction display unit. Stepping inside, I really like this enclosed wheelhouse. This one's fully air conditioned, and on the starboard side you're going to find the galley, and this is going to include the fridge freezer. It's also got the gas cooktop. You got a stainless steel sink, and you got plenty of storage here too. On the port side, you're going to find seating that's got the convection microwave underneath. This seating can be forward and rear facing, but it also converts into a berth as well. And then at the helm, you've got your Garmin multifunction display. You got your Mercury engine controls. As I mentioned, this is joystick controlled. You got your autopilot. You've also got AIS. And then just a few short steps down takes you to the double cabin on the bow. It's really bright in here thanks to that large overhead hatch. I loved how thick and padded the cushions were. This would be a very comfortable berth to spend the weekend in. You do have that infill cushion for in between. You get a high quality woodwork that gives a nice accent finish to in here. And this cabin does have hanging locker space. And in here you'll find that it's cedar lined and plenty of room for weekend on the water. Opposite this space is where you're going to find the head compartment. And here you get the toilet, the shower. There's plenty of storage space for your toiletries and personal belongings. There's 300 gallons of fuel on board. There's 80 gallon freshwater capacity. And there's a 35 gallon holding tank. As I make my way aft, I really want to point out that helm seat. This is on suspension, so that way you know that this one's going to be a very comfortable ride, both in open water and also at speed. But what you probably weren't expecting is right behind the saloon, there's a little stairway that leads down, and this has got a large double berth in here. This can be used as a double berth, can be used for a kid's berth, can be used for extra storage, but just the fact that you've got this option to consider, including having the opening hatch, I think that's a great setup for a boat of this size. Now, as I mentioned at the start of the video, you can order this boat with inboard or outboard, and one of the advantages you've got of having the outboards is you've got far more deck space. If I lift up all these hatch covers, you'll see there's plenty of storage in here that you could convert these into fish boxes. You could have different storage options down here. And these are pretty much replicated on both sides. You'll also notice in the cockpit we've got the live bait tank with a circulation pump between them. And this is a sort of a boat I could easily enjoy. That way you can take it out yourself if you wanted to, especially with the joystick controls. You get the helm on the inside and outside, so you can enjoy it regardless of the weather. There's plenty of cockpit space for your friends and family to join you. There's overnight accommodation if you want to make a weekend trip out of it. And all at only 30 foot in length. I'd like to thank Seattle Yachts for allowing me the opportunity to come on board, check this one out. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. If you can go ahead and leave a comment down below, I'd appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, if you can hit that like and subscribe button, it really does make a difference. I'll look forward to catching you on the next one. Thanks everyone.